What's up, everybody? The Doctor is in. I am here with another edition of the Casa event, and I am being joined by our wonderful co-commentator, guest commentator, Yasko. How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
I think I pronounced that right, but I am actually pretty terrible with names, so I just kind of wing it and hope it actually sounds at least halfway there. But all right, we're doing it. And yeah, I mean, we've had a great night so far. We're heading into top 8 now. First matchup is going to be Child versus iDrop.
This is a really interesting matchup because I think in terms of like neutral, at Footsie's range, I think Karin really definitely has the advantage. But I mean, Child is a great player. So we'll have to see because iDrop also hasn't really been competing a whole lot in a lot of online tournaments since we've been dealing with COVID-19.
Yeah, I mean, Child's just a nut, right? Like, we've seen him so many weeks before this, and he just plays so differently than some of the boxers we've seen previously in here in the Casa. And it almost seems like week to week, he's playing a different style. Like, we've seen him play this very footsie focused style where he tries and just wins out into the neutral. And then we've seen him where he just, rocks trigger 2, does a bunch of command grabs, and then overheads you on wake up. Like, it's kind of unexpected what we're going to see here.
Oh man, and V Trigger 2 just does so much stun and damage. And it's just to have to give him a command grab like that when he has really explosive offense is really scary.
It's definitely my favorite trigger in, I think, the game, actually, because it is so explosive. It's so, visually stunning, and it gives you like a third of the stun bar and like a ton of the cast. It's crazy.
All right, here we go. Resets the neutral. Nice check on the V skill overhead.
I think that's going to be something we'll see a lot of because it's so common that, it's almost like checking dashes. Like, if you can do that consistently, you're in such a good advantage. And all right, there it is. Trigger 2.
There you go. Back to back. And like, that's so much stun. Still alive. Oh, man.
That was literally a quarter of the stun bar.
Did he jump back or did he backdash? I bet he backdashed.
Either way, Child just tearing through that HP bar there. So much red life.
Nice counter. Oh, nice check, but okay, got hit. Activate.
Oh. And that's Child's thing. He loves doing the overhead, activates, and now we're seeing a bit of scrambles here, but overall, iDrop's still pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, really big life lead. Oh, another check. Just getting killed by low forward. Low forward into Tenko. Man, he's just like, has like the perfect timing to throw those out, and then his hit confirms are so good. Okay, let's see what happens in this third round.
Yeah, that's another really big characteristic of a lot of these Karin players is that hit confirm ability. We've seen Punk obviously win so much with it, and now, it's become such a crucial part of the character that can you even play it without those hit confirms?
No, I mean, like, if you're going to play Kain at a high level, you definitely have to have, like, those single hit confirms. Luckily for her, a lot of her main, like, counter poke buttons and offensive buttons, like low forward, stand strong, or stand medium punch and low medium kick. Those are like super confirmable buttons for her. I think the frame, you have like 13 to 16 frames or something like that to confirm those hits. And that was a great round from iDrop just to go up 1-0 in this set.
Yeah, kind of got away from Child there right at the end. Did block the low, and then got hit by the the V trigger there. And I don't know if they just weren't expecting it, or if they just let up for a second, tried to get something of their own offense going. But we are back to character select. This makes me imagine we are going to see a trigger switch. Child does consistently swap through both triggers, so we're probably going to be getting a trigger 1 now.
I wouldn't be surprised, yeah.
Or
did Child play any other character besides Boxer?
I haven't seen him play anything besides Boxer, but I believe...
I know him as a Boxer player. I haven't seen anything either. Yeah, okay, so he's sticking with Boxer, but he switched to V Trigger 1, just like you said. Good call.
Yeah, I think I remember. I think it was Brad saying that he had like a Urian or something, but I've never seen it. It's always been Boxer all day, and it's just trigger swaps. And I mean, it has to be matchup dependent, right? Like we saw how strong Trigger 2 could be in round one, but just never got the chance to really let loose the same way afterwards.
Wow. It was so funny because this round started so differently. Like immediately, I dropped off the counter hit stand short, did the perfect counter hit combo into the low forward into Tenko, and then it just went away, and then Child just dominated the rest of that round. That was crazy.
That was that was a little silly, the ending to that round. But it's another strong start from Child, who won round one last game, has pretty dominantly won round one again. But this is where things start getting messy in the game.
Yeah, I'm interested to see like how each player adapts to what they're doing, what they did in that first game. Activation. Pressure. Okay, V reversal. They didn't want to deal with it. Normally the move is to just like mash your 3 or 4 frame there. If you think they're gonna do the elbow. Okay, wake up super when it hits.
Oh, not just enough, barely.
I drop still alive and full resources right now.
Yeah, any hit here onto Child activation doesn't follow it up though. Needs one more.
That could have killed.
Oh, but snipes him with the skill. Oh, no.
The whiff! The whiff stand fierce.
That is heartbreaking for
sure.
eye drop.
The activation, I was like, oh, super's coming.
It just didn't come out. We got a double dash forward,
So
and then it was still able to snipe him with the very last amount of trigger there, and still just didn't close it out.
Okay, rush punch low. Okay, answers back. So much, yeah. When she does the heavy seppo in there, she has so much frame advantage. She can do whatever she wants on her ulti ending. Oh my gosh, these, like, it's just like clockwork. Okay. Oh, that is so optimal if he gets the throw. But the V reversal is great job to like mitigate the stun. And now he's back to okay.
Yeah, not the best frames on that overhead block, but it works out very well for eye drop, who gets their own overhead at the end here, and is setting themselves up in a pretty good position. I'm actually kind of curious about the trigger 2 from Child to see if it is to try and get more V reversals available.
Oh, with the V trigger 1.
Yeah.
To shut down her her offense when he wants to get out. That is a factor as well. Okay, here comes Child.
Might actually get a chance to activate, but no, yeah, as I say, gonna stick with the V reversals. It does make the offense a little bit weaker, but Child's been playing so good in the neutral so far, he really doesn't need that trigger activation.
Crush counters. Nice little shimmy there. Toward though. No buttons. Wow.
Oh, all in is one
And
more.
the backs. Okay, and there you go. There's the stun.
So very reminiscent of the round before that, except just swapped sides. All right.
With the perfect 7 gold letters.
So that does put iDrop on set point as well. Only needs one more game to continue their reign of terror here on the winner side, top 8.
Yep.
So I'm wondering if we're going to get another swap from Child. I think the Trigger 1 game plan is working to an extent, at least much more than the Trigger 2 that we saw in game 1.
Yeah, I think he's gonna stick with it for various matchup reasons. Like you said, the 3 bars allows him to V reversal more if he doesn't want to actually activate, and then V trigger 1's still a really strong trigger. Wow, great whiff punish.
Have we seen a Trigger 1 activation yet? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I mean, iDrop's been able. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. She's such a nightmare in the corners. No stun, back there. Wow, it's just clinical.
It's just Karen in a corner, right? Like it's so much pressure.
Yeah.
It's why we're seeing, so many V reversals, but just never got the chance to even do that time because they were just getting hit the whole time. Child, once again back to the wall, tries to bust out, but Eyedrop's not letting loose.
Oh my gosh, the punish puts him back in the corner. Blocks the V reversal. Yeah, just backing off, letting him try to jump out so they can anti-air and put him back in there. But Child's fought his way out, so we're back to mid-screen. Activation. Yep,
CA is available as well.
And the act, yeah.
Only needed one.
And now the Ojo-sama laugh.
All right. Eyedrop gonna take a 3-1 over Child. Gonna move themselves on into the winners finals. Does put let's see, it puts Child down in losers to face off against the winner of Hardman versus Crouch Fierce. So that should be a fun matchup as well. So yeah, we're gonna be heading into Sabo versus Nightmare Effect though for our next matchup. So
this is gonna
should be fun.
Interesting matchup. Mika versus Boxer.
Oh no, that's a horror show. that's a little painful, but I don't know what I think because we've seen so many different styles of Mika, I feel like I say that about a lot of characters here at the Casa, but like it's true. Like we have so many players that come through and like play like 1 week and maybe take a week off or whatever, and so we're just constantly seeing new players rep different characters.
Yeah, Sabo's Mika. I was watching the stream earlier as we were heading into top 8, and Sabo had some really interesting matches like versus Hardman. That set was intense to say the least. Like Hardman came out, like really was dominating, and then Sabo made some adjustments, and then ended it with the Galaxy Brain like chase down Crouch Fierce into the ambiguous like plus frames and closed it out. So Sabo has a pretty scary Mika. It'll be interesting to see. He was really, or they were really doing a lot of neutral charged roundhouses or heavy kicks to like get in on Hardman. I doubt that Nightmare Effect is gonna let Sabo do that as freely as Hardman did. So it'll be interesting to see like if that gets shut down, how Sabo's gonna like deal with the neutral and actually get in to give Nightmare Effect fits. Because once she's in, then it's it can't be GG's. Yeah, it's Mika time, right? You're gonna hold these plus frames if she decides to like Lady Mika, and then it's even more plus if she does it meaty, and then God forbid you press a button or something, and then you're getting juggled into wingless airplane or whatever it is else she wants to do, like buttons into reset into super ambiguous 50/50s. Like it's just Mika time, right? So I'm really interested to see it. Let me get out of the way. Sorry about that.
Something I think oh wait, no, that's good. Something getting a little bit ahead of the bracket. Something I think that'd be super fun to watch would be Sabo versus Flux Waves in a Mika mirror. I don't think that's how that would work out because Flux is like so stalwart on the poison. But I think it'd be a fun little thing to see here on our Friday night special. But that is getting ahead of the bracket. There are a lot of things that need to either go wrong or go right to make that happen. But we're heading into Sabo versus Nightmare Effect. So, like you said, this Mika Bison or not Bison Boxer matchup. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of bad for Boxers tonight. I don't know if it's gonna be a good day for them.
I mean, I watched Nightmare Effect play that game earlier against Crouch Fierce, and man, he put on a clinic. So I mean, their neutral looked pretty crispy. They had nice conversions. I think I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens because it looks like Nightmare Effect looked like they have really good reactions in the neutral. So I'm interested to see how this plays out.
Yeah. So we got two characters on the training grid. Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. And all right,
what a jump in.
little opening jump
Yeah.
in.
There you go. Checked it with the crouch jab. V skill and okay.
Is that jab check reactable or is that prediction?
No, you can like especially if she starts to like charge it, you can definitely react to it. Like whether or not like they actually react. Oh my god. Okay.
That might have been a little predictive, but definitely working out there for Nightmare. And I kind of like this Sabo approach, where very far away, not really trying to play that Mika time aggressiveness, but oh no.
Okay, Frog Splash cross up. Oh, now it's Mika time. Let's see. Activation. Oh my god, what's the mix?
Oh, down tech buttons
Oh
from
wow, nice
Nightmare.
drop by Nightmare to get out of the Nightmare effect to get out of the corner. And the jump back on the drop kick.
Oh man, that was actually super far away.
Nightmare effect has a life lead. Oh no!
That'll do it though.
That'll close it out.
I wonder what got crushed. That's interesting. I don't know what would have gotten crush countered there.
Yeah. I don't know what they pressed, but man, they definitely got caught. And then
Yeah,
oh no! I don't know if that was an accidental attempt to get the Irish whip or not, but oh nice neutral jump to evade the command grab. I bet that was Rainbow Typhoon. Put him into the corner.
Yeah, going for another clamp. Tries to jump out, but all right. Activation goes up.
Brimstone.
What's the mix?
Brimstone again. The scoops. Frog splash. Oh, nice walk out of the corner, and then the super.
Still alive.
How
but
is she
just
not
a pixel.
Oh, and the
Shimmy.
shimmy to close it out. That was so
no.
sick.
Given the lead, given just a little bit of life there to try and breathe through it, and just not enough to make the comeback. But all right, we're seeing really solid stuff from Nightmare this round so far. Nice little anti-airs, keeping pressure on.
Oh man, those crush counter charged heavy ground. Oh my god.
Lots of resources available on both sides. Trigger for either. Does get the activation on a Nightmare effect. I imagine we'll see Sabo. That's not what I was gonna say, but I mean we take that.
Ultimate Peach Assault.
Still has trigger available too.
Activation. Oh my gosh, this can be so scary. All these buttons.
Only needs one grab too.
Yeah,
Whether it's,
I was surprised that a grab did not happen in all of those buttons. But then, you know what? I said it earlier, right? And then it's resulting in crush counters. So I don't know if he's trying to check it and it's just getting blown up on priority, but man, it is those charged roundhouses are definitely paying off.
Yeah, I mean that's what 3 now that we've seen, and 2 of them leading to round wins.
Yeah, and when she charges it like that, if you just decide, oh, I'm gonna block it, she's plus.
But guess what? Plus is still better than getting crush countered. That you can't always just hold forward. Sometimes you do need to block.
Yeah, I'm curious if Nightmare Effect's gonna start neutral jumping those though. If he's gonna start looking and maybe look to neutral jump those instead. Oh, nice punish on the whiff sweep.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. We'll have to see. All right, not gonna.
Yeah, okay, so he jumped back, and so he's kind of feinting with the drop kicks now, and just kind of pressing roundhouse. That's an interesting little wrinkle. Nice.
All right, pressure time.
Nice punish.
Dead.
And dead, yeah.
Does lose all resources though, so doesn't bring any into the next round here. It is only 1-0 Sabo though, so there is still time to breathe for Nightmare Effect. Can still, mount a comeback.
Yeah, there you go. Nice check right there. Nice target combo, just interrupted. Like, nice conversion off that interruption. Oh my god. Okay.
I like that one.
Yeah, same.
It's not going to be a consistent punish, but it worked at the time. But,
Oh no, it's Pika time.
Yeah, time to guess.
The
Opposite
side switch.
side.
Oh
Do
my
it again.
God.
Gets the power
Oh my
up. Gets...
god. Reset city. Oh my gosh, it didn't kill though.
Yeah, just a little bit too much HP, but holy moly, so many opportunities to guess there.
I was
That
gonna
was
lose it if Nightmare Effect made a comeback.
that was a multiple choice question, in which case there were no right answers, and we're still getting crush countered.
Yeah, just dashed in, took the throw on the plus range again.
All right. Checks are still available. Oh no, almost got the anti-air, but we're getting another V trigger activation from Sabo.
Nice interruption. Check the fake pressure. Sabo looking really clean.
All right, we'll have to see if Nightmare can get anything going with this corner opportunity. Doesn't get the connection, gets the overhead into Doom though.
Yeah. Wow.
That ties it up too.
Yep. We are 1-1.
So even though it was a bit slower and definitely seemed more precarious for Nightmare Effect,
Yeah.
clearly something worked there to be able to come out ahead. And I think that was the only time they didn't get crush countered in a round. Nah, they got crushed right at the beginning. But
Yeah.
I do like the mental fortitude to not just be like completely doom spiraled by getting crushed every time they get drop kicked.
I'm curious to see like if Nightmare Effect has kind of made the adjustment here, and because it looks like he's like, especially that game, he was able to sort of like control the tempo more, slow it down when he wanted it slower, to kind of stop Sabo, and then was able to speed the tempo up when he got going. So I'm curious to see if he's gonna be able to do this. It's not looking good right now.
No, Sabo's definitely turning up, and Giant Swing should be stunned or just straight up dead. Okay. I do always get surprised by the amount of damage that does. It's like Abigail Giant Swing. Like, I have the expectation that it's big damage in my brain, and then like I actually see the red bar disappear, and I'm like, oh, that's like way more than even I thought it was. By the way, fuck Abigail. Yeah. I'm so glad we've actually never had an Abigail player in the Casa, like ever. It brings me great joy.
Yo, where's Sriracha Flash? We need him in here.
I think there are reasons why we don't get Sriracha Flash, but we are seeing just Sabo just completely lighting up and definitely living up. What? Comeback time. All right, Nightmare Effect.
Yeah,
bring up the namesake.
Okay. It's not gonna do anything. Wake up buttons. Over again. That's a nice job. Nice job by Sabo. Just like didn't overextend. Got the block on the wake up buttons. Nightmare Effect did the whole target combo just throughout the stance round. Actually, that was the jab, right? Just.
Yep. And so that does make it 2-1 Sabo. Yep. So this is top 8. So it is 3 out of 5. So we do still have one more, but we will have to wait a second to hop back in. I don't know if they are changing triggers or anything like that, but it is only 2-1 Sabo, I believe, if my brain is correct.
Just a trigger change here.
Yeah, if you're following along on the challenge right now, it says 3-0 Sabo, but that's not correct. We did see one game win from Nightmare, so it is 2-1. So we're heading into the 4th game of this series, and I think Nightmare Effect just needs a like complete brain wipe after that last game, because that was just true clinic from Sabo.
Yeah, I mean, it was he just sort of got going, and it snowballed from there, and then that game was like that round was over like before it even started. So it was a nice like decision, right? Just go back to character select, give themselves some time to think it over, and like you said, like just kind of wipe that out and maybe come into this this next look at it like a 1st to 2, right? But you can't lose.
Yeah, I mean, right now you kind of just have to take it a game at a time. Like, they are shorter games, but you know, if it's best of ones until you move on to the next stage, you know, that's definitely one way to think about it.
And we're seeing different button selections now to sort of check that roundhouse. That drop kick. Okay, nice. Nice punish. Nice punish.
Yeah, something about slide characters, they always love just throwing it out in neutral and getting just absolutely annihilated for it. But comeback potential is here. Mika surviving, gets the EX Peach. Oh no.
Stun, what's the mix up? Neutral jump.
Oh no.
Stun.
Into EX Peach? Or airplane? Airplane. Oh, what?
Oh no! And there you go. There you go. So there you go. You had when Sabo was hitting all those buttons in that time where I was like, I was waiting for the grab. It paid off there.
The conditioning coming through. And I'm still kind of surprised the airplane didn't kill. That was a lot of scaling at the end apparently, but huge crush coming in from Nightmare. Gets the reset as well. Goes for another one, not quite connecting.
The unblockable.
We've seen this before.
I know, right? This is the Nightmare. Being in the corner against Mika. Nice job of using a multi-hitting move to knock Mika out of that.
Yeah, Sabo thought they were slick trying to get the armor through, but not quite. All right, it's still set point for Sabo, but Nightmare Effect looking to bring it to a game 5.
Yeah, that was a nice round 2 from Nightmare Effect. Okay, nice. Corner carry.
So much damage.
Spend the cash. So much damage.
Yeah, I mean, you build up such a huge life lead. You're going to build more meter. Might as well spend it. Still needs one more for stun. Going to go to the overhead eventually.
All the frame traps. Okay, here comes Mika. Nice check! And oh, what a shimmy! The back shimmy! Oh my god, that was so big brain.
That was actually a very different round from Nightmare Effect from what we've seen. I think that's their highest life total that they've won a round with this time as well. So very strong round for them. They're taking it to a game 5. It's 2-2 apiece now. And this is still to find out who goes on to winners finals to face off against iDrop.
Round 1. Fight.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, these are nice checks by Nightmare Effect right now.
2 for 2. 3 for 3? All right, how many more can we get? The streak ended.
Yep.
And what a painful way to end the streak. Like that was
Yeah.
2 in a row.
And she's got the powered up throw. Is the V skill, that's gonna kill. Yeah.
Went for the Nadeshko reset
Welcome.
into command grab. So I mean, there were signs of life there from Nightmare Effect. You know, did check 3 in a row, and then got crush countered twice in a row, and the round was over. So there's definitely a little bit of risk reward there that you need to think about.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, and another.
All right. So 3 for 3 in crush counters.
Oh no. Through the
Yeah,
viewer
Sabo.
throw. Nice jump out of the corner and the punish. Okay, this guy. No, that was so tragic. And
Wait.
no one didn't get the back there. Okay, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, got the stun. All right.
I'm not really entirely sure what just happened there, but we are going to last round, last game, winner move on, and they've both won pretty dominant rounds so far.
Yeah.
Oh man, full resources
Such a
available
comeback
for
from there.
Sabo though.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wow.
that was
The empty jump into super? Was that what that was?
well, that was an air reset into super actually.
Yeah, okay,
Which-
landed on the reset and then just did it.
I wonder if that's like accidental. I can't imagine you
Highly doubt
would
that.
do that.
Probably must, I don't know. I don't know if that was a rewild. Like these 50-50s are ridiculous.
One more for the game.
Oh, the neutral jump. The neutral jump to blow up the wake up buttons.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the jab there, probably expecting meaty drop kick, but neutral jump wins out over that. So it is going to be Sabo moving on to winner side. Nightmare Effect going to be moving down to that loser's bracket in the basement. We will be finding out their opponent shortly. Will be the winner of Lizardman versus Fluxwaves, which is not our next matchup. That is going to be Crouch Fierce versus Hardman.
So this is going to be... That was a great set, though.
That was insane. That was so sick.
Yeah, that was so sick. Nightmare Effect really had the most like success, I feel like, when they got Mika into the corner and then like backed off. They were really able to like control, because I mean Boxer has really great neutral, especially against Mika. Mika's just like honest Laura, right? So it's easier to keep her out. She doesn't have as many tools to get in.
So I love that.
yeah, she's on it. Shout out to the Lord I dropped for that one. He posted that on Twitter and then he got roasted. But I feel like it's actually pretty accurate if you kind of just step back and like look at what those characters do. You know, their toolkit and how they like to play. Mika's just more honest. You know, you need better neutral because of the way her buttons work, or the way her toolkit works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Laura's able to, I feel like, bully just a little bit more to get in.
Speaking of bullying, we are going to be heading into our next match shortly, folks. As you can see on your screen, it is going to be Crouch Fierce versus Hardman. And if you haven't already, hit that exclamation point Matcherino in the chat. We do have our coupon code tonight. It is Casa SFV 32, I believe. The good news is you don't have to take my word for it. The command code in the chat does bring it up as well. And so all you got to do is copy and paste it into that contribution box there. And it does do all the work for you. And all of that does go ahead and support the players here tonight that you've seen on stream. We're heading into the deep portions of our top 8 very soon. So all of that is going to be contributed to them. You can follow the sponsor links as well. You can do the tweets, the retweets. There's surveys on there. It's actually Casa SFV 26. I was way off on my number there. But again, don't take my word for it. Copy paste from the bot. I did it earlier. It worked. It took about 4.5 seconds, including citing into my Gmail. So be sure to do that. Hit the follow links. Do those surveys. I've actually woken up to my alarm slower than it takes to input that survey test. So yeah, follow that link. Contribute to the pot. Help these players out. And we're going to be heading into Hardman versus Crouch Fierce.
The banter in the actual lobby. Just please don't use urine. And then Crouch Fierce is like, okay, with the templated responses. That's so great. That's just killing me right now. That's actually sending me. This is the please don't use urine. In the actual like in the game lobby. Yeah. You look at the little text thing. It's just Hardman. Please don't use urine.
Which means I kind of hope that too, because it means we get Zeku, right?
Yeah.
Like Zeku's so much fun to watch right now. We've been seeing Crouch Fierce week after week. The poor guy has not won yet. Has made it like top 3 for the last like 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh man, that's brutal.
And just can't finish.
That's brutal. I mean, but you know, that's part of those growing pains as a player, right? You get gate kept, just keeps just like stokes the fire until you get over that hill.
The worst part is it's like different players every week that knock him out too. So it's like,
oh, he's not. So they're not getting gate kept by like one individual.
Yeah, it's not like we just have like Fluxwaves here week in week out, just like smacking them down in like losers finals. It's like somebody new, and it's just like sometimes the scramble doesn't break their way, or sometimes like they just get a poor matchup. And Zeku Colleen, I am just obliquely not familiar with this matchup, because who plays Zeku and who plays Colleen, right? Like, this is crazy.
This is gonna be really interesting. I feel like both characters are so strong. Wow, great. Okay.
Hardman's gonna go into lobby chat after this and be like, okay, play Urian, please. I play about 30 of them a day. Yeah. Crouch Fierce is definitely that guy when it comes to things like that.
The disrespect. Is Hardman gonna launch the comeback? V-Trigger 2 is activated. but it's running out. And okay, now it's all out. I've never seen Crouch Fierce play before. That was like they're old and young Zeku. It's pretty solid from what I'm seeing like right now. Like they're
Yeah, and I think part of it is the trigger or skill 2, excuse me. Right, because not too many Zekus that I know of actually played this skill. But it gives you like different options in both young and old.
Oh yeah, it gives them some great setups.
And so it you know obviously takes that was filthy. You know, it takes some planning, but it clearly works out for some people.
That was a great activation. Just to move forward, put him in the corner. Okay, let's see what he. Oh my god! And got the meaty off the reset. Again with the reset. Okay.
Stun bar's adding up, but we do have V reversal available.
Okay, he's out of the woods now. Wow, that was that was so unfortunate.
Died to the weasel. That thing's kind of neat. I do really enjoy Zeku. I wish he was more popular, but I don't know. I think he should be more popular, right? Like the character is so strong, and we've seen players make it work with pretty much every combination of triggers and skills. So like there's tons of room to like look at that.
Wow.
Like there's so much room to express yourself.
Yeah, this character has tons of tech that allows you to just express yourself so uniquely with the way that you pressure, the way that you just play the character, move in between both characters. But I think that, you know, that's another thing, right? Like, oh, I want to play this character. Oh, guess what? You got to learn 2 characters. So then you have to learn 2 matchups. This is some great pressure though from Hardman. Nice. Oh, the shimmies. Like Hardman's shimmies are so sick. Like they've been shimmying people all freaking night.
It's a Colleen thing though, right? Like most Colleens, you know, live in that whiff punish shimmy range, because as soon as that trigger activates, you're fishing for it regardless, right? Like that definitely carries over into pre-trigger.
And the extended hitboxes definitely make shimmying way easier. Nice jump back in the corner.
Oh man, no punish on the slide though.
To move out of the slide.
Oh
wow.
Definitely thought they were a bit closer for that one. But I mean,
nice vanity step to nice punish. I like how they just were patient. They're like, okay, I'm just gonna hold this and just wait for the cancel V trigger to play out and then punish. But Crouch Fierce making the comeback.
Tried to go for the meaty palm, didn't get it. Went for a second palm and still didn't get the connection. But now we get, you know, I'm gonna see a bird incoming shortly. Oh, man, never mind.
Wow, that was such a weird interaction.
The EX dash into back throw. Did it? It went through. It looks like low jab.
It went through the vanity stuff. I don't even know what. I'd have to watch a replay. That was so weird. Nice job. Yeah, if you hit him during those startup frames, of which it's a lot. It just kills the V skill.
The Weasel's pretty slow. You know, that has to do with so much length between his limbs. You know, can't get a lot of power going behind it. But early stun.
Hit him with the taunt.
I don't think Hardman's that type of player.
I think, well, it's the response, right? It's like, oh, you're gonna disrespect me like that? Okay. Guess what?
So that's two ice balls we've seen get interrupted now. So I think Crouch Fierce is getting a nice little read on those.
Oh my gosh! And then the teabag. Okay, the disrespect just coming out in full effect now.
That's the Crouch Fierce special.
Wow,
that's
combo
such a long combo.
Wow, nice job to vanity step and just get out. And the yeet into the corner.
That's my favorite throw.
Dude, it does like 200 stun, which is a lot. And it does so much damage. I think it does like 170. 160 or 170. So it does 10 to 20 points more damage than anybody else's like back throw. Because back throws usually do about 150 damage. So his does, I think, like 160, 170, and it does like 200 stun. It's ridiculous.
It's so funny too, because it just, like you said, it yeets him into the corner.
Yeah, it's just yeet.
Yeah, between that and Pipe Cody, those throws
Yeah.
are definitely just so great to watch.
Yeah.
Oh man, crushed in.
Plus.
Oh man, I think the mental warfare has worked out here for Crouch Fierce. Oh no, keeping them alive with just the slide too. Oh no,
So nasty. Can they come back?
I do like the delay tech there.
Oh man, that's just too close. That's the risk that you run when you do the hailstorm that close.
Yeah, I mean the slow wake up there from Crouch Fierce to avoid the one before that too. It's,
Yeah.
you know, some matchup knowledge there to make sure that they know to not quick rise and just get bopped by it.
Interruption. That stand roundhouse is so deceiving. It's like, oh, I can push a button here because I'm -2, and then like a lot of times your button's gonna like trade or lose. It's really weird, just because of the spacing.
Oh,
Nice
golly.
shimmy. Can he close it out though? There we go.
Not quite yet, but it is still set point for Crouch Fierce, who is up around 2 games, only needs 1 more, and does have full meter available.
Oh, nice job. I don't know if that was a bait, but great job to just like get the block and then do a nice punish, push him into the corner.
Yeah, I would have assumed that the EX slide would have been quick enough, but you know, obviously it wasn't. So I'm
Just
curious
didn't
what
work
the,
out for him.
I'm curious what the exact frames are there. But we're getting throw loops now. Oh no!
Oh,
Oh,
that was so sick.
no taunting this time. That's just straight up get bodied.
Schmicks.
Alright, so Hardman's finally going to get a game on the board. Still down a deficit, so it is up to Crouch Fierce to decide if they want to swap out anything here, whether go to the Urian or
Oh no!
you know,
Right
do any of
back.
that. But the Zeku works. It's just working.
Yeah, I mean, it got him here, right? Like, why move away now? And then if they lose this one, then they still have the chance to change. But
And look at the immediate game swap, right? Like we're staying old Zeku, we're playing the fireball game, we're
Yep.
you know, playing basically like a Shoto, like throw out fireballs, you know, DP them when they jump at you, and Hardman doesn't have an answer. There is no response.
wow, that is an answer.
Do it again.
Unfortunately for
I dare you.
Hardman, it took him like what, 8/10 of
95.
the bar to make the adjustment, but.
Yeah, and now what do you do? Like you can see Hardman fished out a couple of them, but you can't do that for the next 50 seconds.
Hardman, oh no. Okay.
Man, I keep thinking any hit will, you know, get something started. We do get the V reversal. Oh no. Crouch Fierce has trigger activation too.
Yeah.
Double command dash into low jab.
Yeah. Double command dash cancels. And then
Oh,
just-
huge jump in there for
Yeah.
Hardman.
It's like, so you're gonna play as old Zeku and you think you can zone me, huh? But
Alright.
I'm full lean and I have meter, so I don't have to respect that so much.
It's a nice little corner swap there. Oh, does it again with the back throw and waits on the back dash. Oh no. Stun is a factor. Gets the back throw though, staying
I thought
alive.
P was coming and then it was gonna be stunned, but they waited and then it just didn't work out. But it worked out enough in that even though Hardman got the side switch, they were immediately put back in the corner. Oh wow. Nice job by Crouch Fierce to just like backdash there to evade the back throw to put him back in.
Oh no.
Oh my god! That
Caught the dash
was
forward.
so sick.
Yeah, I mean, watching that back on stream, you see the startup frames of the dash, and then you get the freeze frame, and you're just like, oh, he's so dead.
I know.
Yeah, like it's just like, doo-doo, how did I get here? To be continued.
Record scratch. I bet you're wondering how I wound up here. Okay.
Time to learn how to do some video editing and make it happen, because that's clutch. But just about clutch. We're gonna be one away from stun here as well. Back throw. That would.
Wow, that was like the first time that Crushers did not get hit by the icicle that kicks down there. Okay, goes for the meaty. Okay.
Yo, Hardman's been making a comeback.
Yeah. She's minus. How crazy is that, right? So she does that dash, which is like, especially online, unreactable, and it's a low. And then she gets to chain that into Stand Fierce and be -2. -2.
That's it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Unreactable low into a -2
Round one.
chain combo, target combo. And then she can kind of loop that. 'Cause if you kind of gotta respect a few things there. It's so messed up. She's so messed up in V-Trigger too.
Nice little air to air though. Lots of pressure. Great parry
Lot of
coming out from
parry.
Hardman. Come on, Dan. It's literally on the screen. You can read it. You know it's not Andala. You can read Hardman. Come on now. Go. Hardman's turning up though. This is actually
Pressure
insane.
and the oh my god, and the
And the
stun,
freeze.
the free stun. No teabags here, just closing it out. Now Hardman on set point.
What a comeback. This is the like this is the epitome of taunt get bodied, right? Like Crouch Fierce time and again, you know, throwing out those teabags, throwing out those taunts, went from 2-0 to now 2-2 down around.
Yep. Back throw into the corner. Oh, wake up buttons. More. Oh my god, these plus frames. Backs off.
Grabs
Punish
the
the
V
beer
reversal. That's pretty
Yeah,
heartbreaking.
and Hardman's just gonna take these trades.
No reason not to, really.
Yeah. It's like, okay, trade resets me to neutral. Let's take that. Oh my god, what a
No
big
punish.
bet. And no punish on that.
CA is
Because that's
available.
crazy crush counter.
Oh no!
Oh my god, it worked! Oh!
What is that type of commitment?
Colleen wins.
Crouch Fierce was like, oh, you jumped. I got you. And it went.
That
Oh
is
my god.
so that type of play is literally like the downfall of Crouch Fierce. Like there are so many plays. And you can even look back to last week's like grand final set, I believe, where they went for an old Zeku DP, and it just basically had that same interaction where like they were past the arc of their jump, and so the DP whiffed, and then they just get full punished.
That was tragic. That was tragic. I mean, Crouch Fierce had like a lot of ground to make up, right? To mount that comeback, and because I mean they were already down a round, and they were down in the life advantage. But man, that was tragic. Because I mean that could have been something, and oh my gosh, I was just like,
And it wasn't.
and then it wasn't. Yeah, I was like for sure like that's gonna punish. See if they can convert anything off this and what that conversion is. Like, you know, is that going to lead to the meaty situation, pushing them into the corner? How's this going to play out? And then it was just like, nope, it whiffs. She whiff.
So that sees Hardman fall out of the bracket, going down 3-2 against.
So now we got Flux Waves and Lizardman, and yeah, that Hardman advances to go against Child, right?
Yeah, I think I swapped that. I think I said Hardman's going home. But no, Hardman's moving on, staying alive. And so, like you said, that does mean we do have Lizardman versus Flux Waves, who has made the switch quite a while ago to the PC life, no longer dealing with those infinity loading screens. And this should be matchup. I am kind of confused by the cursed Abigail profile pick there from Flux. A, it's not a character we've ever seen them play. B, I don't think it fits their playstyle whatsoever. So I'm a little concernicus about that. Uh, but we'll have to wait and see, I guess.
I'm curious what this matchup's gonna be.
Oh, Flux Waves, don't do me like that. Also, quick shout out to Tega, the winner of our Grand Blue versus bracket tonight.
Shout out to
Good-
Tig.
Yeah, good to see Tega back in the bracket, smacking bodies. And it's the Manat that we haven't seen Flux Manat in months. Holy, we've been seeing the Poison and the Mika, and Manat into Rashid, I guess, is the hard decision they had to make.
Does Rashid even have any bad matchups? I don't think Rashid has any bad matchups.
So we went skill 1, which in the staff chat before top 8, we actually watched Lizardman playing with skill 2, and basically the whole time was just being like, whoa, what is that combo? What? That's nutty. What is Rashid doing? Like, what is happening?
Oh yeah,
And
V
so now-
skill 2 is anime.
It's just nutty. That's literally what Dan said. Dan's literally sitting there going, yo, that combo was anime. What?
Wow, that reset just worked out so perfectly for Flux. Like they just avoided I think they got hit by like one hit of the tornado. Wow.
Oh.
Oh no! Wow, it just turned around so fast.
Talk about full sail. That's 2 TPs we've seen now in a row. To just blow him up. Literally has an instant air dash. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the neutral with Manat is so tricky because if she doesn't throw out the orb, that was a nice like way to get in.
Oh,
Okay. What's the mix?
all right. Jab, jab, activate. Good mix. Oh no. The reset. Oh, disaster.
These combos.
Pain.
She doesn't have the I was like she doesn't have full resources, so she can't kill. Kind of surprised. Okay, so they're gonna activate.
Oh, wait.
Send him back in. Send him into the corner with the powered up spinning mixer. Oh my god, they didn't need to do the. I don't know if that juggles. I was curious why the EX Eagle Spike there. I'm assuming it juggles. Or
Maybe
this
just missed the
some sort of like
or two.
this time like sort of kind of try to be cheeky with like a like a side switch after that, but that was really unfortunate because they definitely had like all of the momentum driving them into the corner after activating.
Yeah, just kind of slipped away again, but did get 2 activations out of that round, which is, I always get surprised when I see that happen, even though it's fairly common with like 2-bar triggers, because it trigger feels like a one-time use, and all of a sudden you got 2 of it. I don't know if we're gonna see that this round though, because we're already stunned.
Yeah. Yeah, Manat requires like a lot of patience in the neutral. You find the spots where the openings are there because you can't play footsies with her when she has the orb. The orb has no hurt boxes on it, so you're sort of playing like this different type of neutral game where she gets to play footsies and you don't.
That was like the longest drill to safety I've ever seen go unpunished. Oh,
Nice jump in,
huge
okay.
jump in.
See if now that Rashid, no, never mind. I spoke too soon. I was like, now that Rashid's in, let's see if there's, and it was like, oh no.
Gotta make the swap to skill 2.
I think that might happen,
I feel like
but B skill 1 does give Rashid like a lot of different ways to change their jump arc and timing to mess with her anti-airs. So there is that.
I do feel like the skill 2 though may give you opportunity to like basically instant air dash over some of these normals that are giving him so much trouble.
Yeah, there is that as well.
All right, gets the throw break. Doesn't get the second one. Might be worth it though, because you dodge out the whole tornado. Gets caught reaching though.
Gets caught reaching again. That was a nice adjustment. Fluxwave's been throwing out like a lot of like stand strong, which has a lot of recurrent wake up super, and it hit.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta let it rip, I guess. All right, so we're seeing rolls through. Not really getting too much out of them though. No orb though means that you do get a little bit of more pain as it comes back just in time.
Oh man, some really like interesting exchanges here, where
Oh no.
Lizardman just hasn't been able to capitalize on these moments where Fluxwaves throws out the orb and then gets pushed away from it. Because that's really where like you can kind of go ham and make her really regret that decision. So 2-0 though to Fluxwaves right now.
Yeah, so I this is like your last chance to make a change, because if you lose here, you're done.
Yep.
But it's also like, do you think you have the download with the skill trigger 1? Do you think it's not worth it to change at this point? Which does seem to be the call from Lizardman, but like even if you win, you're still stuck on what you have. So you have to be confident that your 2-game download at that point is good enough for the next 3 games.
Mm-hmm. And this is what I was talking about, right? Like making her play without the orb, putting pressure on her so that she can't risk the frames of recalling it. Nice. Wake up Eagle Spike. Put her back in the corner.
Yeah, that was pretty nice too, because it beat out the type of setup that you may have gotten off of the back throw to dodge the tornado, in that it just didn't give you the opportunity. It just went right through it. And second tornado already. The EX spike just to try and get some priority. But all right,
nice.
Staying alive.
Caught him walking back.
Okay. Does need to hold back a lot here, but no, chip.
Yeah. Yeah. No viewer. That was really smart. Just spend it. You're up 2-0 in the set. No need to take like a risk. Just get the round. Be on set point.
Yeah, Flux hasn't seemed too gun shy about using the CA either, which is consistent with his normal playstyle as well. Does live and die by that I'll build more type of game plan. Oh, that felt a little bold to me from Flux. It did work out though, so now Lizardman trying to just stay alive.
Yeah, I just get the feeling that Lizardman maybe doesn't know like how negative. Wow, that was so sick. Okay, can they capitalize on this? That was a great throw bait. Okay, back jumped in the corner, evades the Eagle Spike, and then they close out. But so there are these moments where Minot was throwing out the orb like at mid and low, and she is really like right in Lizardman's face, and she's really negative. Even if she does like button into throw into like orb set, the spacing there, Rashid should be able to punish. Like Rashid has tools to punish that. So I think it's just like, not only was Fluxwaves playing like really well, but I just feel like there probably just was. I don't know if maybe they were just like some gun shy because there's a lot of pressure on them to make the comebacks, and because they were already down at 2-0 at that point. I don't know, but yeah, there were a lot of moments that I was just noticing where they had opportunities to like take their turn, and they kind of just held that instead of pressing a button and challenging and taking their turn like they were supposed to, which allowed Fluxwaves to really just sort of do whatever they wanted after that, where they're like, okay, well now I can kind of freestyle. I can set the orb. You're gonna respect that. And then now I'm going to do overhead, and then, oh, it hit. I'm going to cancel into orb recall. Now you're going to eat this combo. I'm going to get my Oki set up. So it was a lot of that, and then once you're down in life against Manat, then she can really like make your life really difficult by like spacing you out, making you play neutral. Her brand of footsies, right, where she gets to play and you don't, and then you can like run into her buttons.
Yeah, it's pretty tough, and I think that if you're unfamiliar with the Manat matchup, it can be doubly tough because
And there aren't a lot of people that play Manat anymore after they nerfed her V Trigger 1.
yeah, and like you said, that whole no hurt box thing on the orb, that can be very disorienting.
Yeah.
Where like you said, it's a very different style of neutral that if you don't have practice against, it's hard to grasp that in a single best of three. If you're coming in like completely blind, which I'm not saying that that's where Lizardman was. I'm sure they've played him a not once or twice
Yeah.
before, but if you're like if you haven't played him a not in a month, then
Yeah,
you might
be
you might
rusty on
forget.
that. Yeah, and like the muscle memory there of punishing those things. So yeah, but like good games to Flux Phase to move on and face Nightmare Effect. But now we have Colleen versus G, and Child versus Hardman.
So Child doesn't believe in Boxer, I guess, for this matchup. But who did I said
I mean,
Yuri earlier.
she's a good pick anytime, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think that, the G players, you know, have something, a bit of a chip on their shoulder because everybody says they're so brokenly, stupid strong. Yet they don't have any, championships. So G players have a little bit to prove, I feel. I do like this purple color though. We sometimes we get into it pretty bad with these characters costumes because we've had some pretty really bad decisions in the past, but that's not a bad decision. That was sick. Wait.
Okay. Raw.
Child?
Oh,
Child,
man.
why?
I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but hopefully they have like a nice little read on the matchup now. To see something different.
Why is your response to a Colleen activating to then also instantly activate?
But yeah, well, not only that, right? But then she does the skate towards you, and then you're like, oh, I know, I'm gonna activate now.
I've clearly made a mistake, and everything leading me up to this point has also been a mistake.
Okay, nice V reversal. Just be like, get out. I just need to get out of here.
Oh no. I liked the decision to orb in midair to. Oh boy, what a check! It's not a dead, but
Oof.
actually insane. All right,
Wow.
just showing off.
Low rush punch.
Final round. Fight.
Watch your toes.
It's not a charge though, so actually has to input the motion. It can be a little difficult. I know smashers have some difficulty with the quarter circle forwards. So
Yeah, now it's a DTP. Okay, frog splash. Combo, meanies, okay.
oh, gets it again.
Okay.
With the command grab. Okay.
Gets the power up.
Oh
And the
Jesus.
Oh, and the kill. Okay. Child waking up. Yeah, why not G, right?
Win.
Yeah, holy moly, that was actually nuts. That chase down with the belly flop right at the end there. Like, who knew that hurt box was that big? I certainly didn't.
Yeah, that move has ridiculous properties in terms of like the collision and hurt boxes. It's a really strong G.
It's also like Hardman can't really feel bad about that either, right? Like, it wasn't like they really made a mistake. Like, jump back there 9 times out of 10 is probably the right answer because you need to get out.
This character is so oppressive sometimes. Oh, nice backdash to avoid the command grab. What's the... Are we gonna get a setup? Okay, no. No. Nice delay. No rise. Don't deal with the hailstorm.
Welcome.
Then he did his own activation. Oh, again!
Aw.
That's so tragic.
Child living and dying by the command grab life.
Gotta instill the fear.
Yeah, now he's
Round
playing a character that it's not gated by a trigger.
Yeah.
It's always unfortunate when you see your grab animation end and then you get grabbed and you're like, that should have been a tech. Come on, game. Get it together.
Whoa, that was so weird. That hitbox was so far out. Oh wow, just grabbed the 2 stores in neutral. Into the knockdown. Okay, puts him back to level 1. Or level 2, I guess, depending on how you like to count him.
I always
Max-
count up. I know there are those that count, wait, I guess
Default.
I'll count up. Yeah.
Yeah, default G is either level 0 or level 1, depending on who you talk to. Oh, that was such a great vantage step to avoid that. And then again! So sick.
Yeah, that
He's
was
really
interesting because Child got the interrupt on the EX version, but not the normal one. Tough.
1-1 now. These sets have been so intense.
Yeah, this whole
So
top eight's pretty nutty. Let's see, who didn't go final game? Lizard and Flux, and then I dropped
Yeah.
Child.
I dropped shot.
All
Those
so
are the only
50%, 50% that haven't gone to game
Yeah, some
5.
places have had like insane, like momentum swings, just ridiculous. Wow, these whiffed command grabs are really hurting.
Yeah, Hardman's getting a ton of pressure out of them. We've seen them work sometimes and gotten pretty good mileage for Child, but every time they whiff, it's just not a good trade-off. It's bad, bad trade deal. Gets the back throw. Oh no, one more.
Wow. Those punishes are just free right now. Like it's Hardman's just like stop throwing the orb.
Yeah, I mean that's like the true fireball punish. We've seen it time and again with fireball characters. That's the exact play at that range.
Yeah.
And typically we see Child playing Balrog, not a fireball character, so doesn't have that same weakness. And G can feel kind of invincible when you're setting up that orb block stun to try and potentially do something else. Oh.
Yeah. Nice. That was okay. Did the charge up to get a little bit of meter.
Hardman's done so much work out of that backdash in the corner.
These resets, like, they're so efficient. Oh, nice check. Activation.
That should be dead.
This is gonna be dead. Yep.
Even better, doesn't spend any meter. Completely
Yeah,
meterless
exactly.
right at the end there.
Surprised that Child isn't throwing like more fucking. Wow, nice parry. It does so much damage. Okay, grabs a level, presidential level.
Trades with the orb too. That's pretty nice.
Juggles now is it maximum president without the V trigger. How about that? What a character! Can charge up and just be like, oh yeah, now I'm out of V trigger G.
I'm just as strong. And you can't make me not strong unless you knock me down, which apparently for Colleen's pretty easy.
Hardman's Hailstorm mix-ups are so sick. What's the mix-up now? Caught the backdash and just king full screen.
Oh no.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
The mix-up was just a hard chunk of ice to the dome, and just follow up afterwards, just hunting him down. Oh, That's it's not good. Child definitely needs to make a call to the Secret Service and actually get some protection going on.
Yeah, it's just I mean, maybe they know something I don't, but it's like Colleen usually struggles. Okay, it looks like we're gonna have a character switch here, but it looks like I mean Colleen struggles a lot before she activates V Trigger with like projectile throwing characters. So I'm surprised that I'm just kind of surprised that Child's not just like throwing out well spaced fireballs really consistently and then just anti-airing because G's anti-airs are ridiculously good. Crouch Fierce just shuts down so many things. It's one of those like before they nerfed it like Birdie's Crouch Strong anti-air where it just like it's like, oh, did you think you had perfect cross up spacing on here? How about I just no, and then you just reset in front of me, and then now you have to worry about whether or not I'm going to command grab you.
We'll have to see if the decision to stay has been placed, or if
I
it's
think
going
we're going to
to
see
be.
Balrog. I think we're going to see Boxer.
So if
And
we
then
do
what
see box there, trigger 1 or 2. Trigger 1 on the Balrog. All right. He spent too much on those command grabs on G. He doesn't want to have to deal with it again. But yeah, we're gonna get I feel like a bit of a seemingly higher paced matchup because they are so quick in what these characters want to do.
Yeah.
But in a way more controlled, I feel, right? I don't know if that's an oxymoron or if it even comes across coherent, but those are my thoughts.
Nice conversion on the V skill overhead. Pushes him to the corner again. Stun, meter build. Probably wanted to get that other DP and then back throw for optimum, but I'm sure he'll just take the win.
Yeah, especially at this point.
Canceled the tap into the V skill in the overhead. That was so sick.
Yeah, he turned around and punched him in the head, and does it again. Oh man, that was.
Child bringing out the Yomi. Like you saw my G for like 2 games, two matches, and now
Eat a
check
ton
this
of
out.
damage.
Yeah, that was so. Oh wow. Smart V reversal. Just be like, you know what? I'm gonna shut down your offense. It's gonna be my turn. You're in the corner now. What a jump in, and the super.
Everything.
Oh,
just,
call it a comeback.
Yeah, everything just flipped there for a Child.
Yeah.
And is able to pick up a quick win. And one thing to note on that last V reversal in the back corner there, that was something they had been hit by previously. So really good presence of mind to expect it to be coming through.
Right. 100%. Yeah, and then just be like, you know what? I don't want to deal with your pressure. So V reversal.
Yeah, and again, trigger 1 means you get more V reversals, which means you can alleviate a lot more pressure, and you don't have to worry about something going on. And so far, the neutral game coming out from Child's Balrog is so strong in this particular matchup. It would seem that they're not even going to need to consider using a trigger activation.
Yeah, they've just been nice adjustment. Okay. Fresh counter activation. Oh no, that's a big punish. Activation.
Just twirling around, trying to get something going.
God.
That is enough. Holy moly.
Yeah. And V Trigger 1 is so scary. It's like, oh, did you get hit? Guess what? Wow, again! Back throw.
Is it
So much stun already. They are just
Child?
rushing. They're just rushing Hardman down. This pressure has been ridiculous. Wake up buttons.
Okay.
Okay, here comes
All right,
Hardman.
things.
Wow. Oh, I thought that was gonna be the anti-air. It didn't turn into anything for Hardman, and they have the work cut out for them right now. And there you go. Wow, a quick. Is this gonna be the reverse 3-0?
So that's where I'm confused because Stream says it was 2-2, but I don't remember Child winning a game on G
No, it is 2. It should be 2-2 right now, I think.
right now. Okay,
Yeah, right.
that was what I had in my brain. But yeah, Stream had 2-2, and my brain's not exactly what we would call useful, I guess. So I definitely get caught up by that type of
Oh no, wait,
situation.
no, I take it back. No, Child won 1 game as G.
Oh, right. Was it the first game of the
That was
set?
the first game. Yeah,
Okay, so that is 3-2
that was 3-2.
Child.
Yeah.
All right, my brain sometimes works, I guess.
I totally forgot. Yeah, because then it was I forgot because after that game though, Hardman just turned everything around. He like flipped the switch and he was just like, "Your G's free now."
I'm
and
really
then-
glad Dom pays attention because I could not keep track of the score otherwise.
So now we got Flux Waves versus Nightmare Effect. I'm so interested to see what this matchup's gonna be.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a good matchup, and we are going to get to see not the potential Mikamir that I was hoping for a little bit, but we will potentially see it later, depending on how the next couple of matches
might.
shake out. But yeah, I mean, if you guys haven't already, be sure to hit that exclamation point Matcherino in the chat there. It is going to be the Casa SFV 26 coupon code tonight to support our players. There are also the shop there on the Matcherino. You can get yourself some nice little Matcherino merch. They are upping their game now. They are pretty nice. But if you want a little bit of Casa in your life, you can go ahead and hit the exclamation point Teespring, I believe is the code. Hopefully somebody knows what I'm talking about because we do have a Teespring. You can hit up all of our types of clothing options. We got tank tops for the nice weather for those of you living in Vegas. We have the hoodies for those of us living in New England, where it is actually it's going to be 70 degrees tomorrow, so you may want the tank top for that as well. We also have like our tote bags and our phone cases, water bottles, all these fun little things. I do believe we still have our Pride merch up as well, if you want to pick yourself up a piece of that as well. No underwear just yet. Still sending Bunch that DM every day. But he has hit me with the podcast idea, so I'll be able to get a much more direct line there on the Casa boxer briefs coming to you soon.
Round 1.
All right, time for my gibberish to end. We're back in Street Fighter.
This is gonna be a great matchup. Poison is so strong this season. She was already strong in season 4, and then they buffed her in season 5. I'd be so interested to see how this plays out between Nightmare Effect and Flux Waves Poison.
They need that 2-time Capcom Cup champion, right?
Great fear reversal.
I see. This feels like this is a matchup that Flux knows very well, and we've seen them play it a lot before. And Poison just has this range about her that I've seen Balrog struggle with a lot.
Yeah, I mean she can rush down. She can. I mean, she's so tricky. She has her stance cancels with the whip because of heart rate. And then EX Love Me Tender is so fast and it hits overhead and it's only -4. Jump Fierce is just, it's a dumb button in terms of like, it's just really good, you know? Like underratedly so. Okay, she tried to backdash out of it that time because he didn't have any V meter. Nice job. Flux Waves was like, I'm gonna stance into heart rate, and then Nightmare Effect was like, no, you're not. Nice shimmy. Here we go. It's pressure.
Starting to get something going here. Oh, no punish on the throw attempt. Oh no. There it is. It's such a good anti-air, but it's just kind of, it's a little silly.
Why is it +4?
Why not, right?
Why is it +4? Its hitbox is OD.
Yeah, I think
it
that's
has more
the
active
biggest.
too.
That's like the craziest thing about it it is so large and it is so active. That's
That
potentially the
is
round.
the punish, yeah, and then that's gonna no one to kill, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter because V skill overhead.
Final round. Fight.
So one apiece. Nice little cross up there from Flux.
Oh, what a challenge at -2. That's so brave to push a button there.
And
And the
gets the stun now.
stun. Oh my god, the momentum shifts in this game.
Only needs one more. Yeah, picks up the grab too. Nightmare Effect coming out hot.
Whew.
Balrog
He
wins.
just mashed the accelerator like at the start of that round. I was like, I hope you can keep up.
We'll have to see if that can continue because that is so high paced.
Yeah.
And Flux, look at their character selection, right? Like they have Manat, they have Poison, and they have Mika. They are very experienced with slowing down the pace and making it much more manageable. And so we've seen players struggle with that in the past. Nightmare Effect, though, not looking to slow down, coming out swinging once again.
And she puts this like so like when she gets Boxer at that range, right? Like that's when it gets like so ridiculous because she can just kind of space you out, make you eat all this chip damage, and then also her heavy buttons too are so good like that. Like Crouch Fierce, it hits low, so then you're eating like this chip damage because she's gonna heart raid. She's gonna throw all these heavy buttons out that have like this great range. So you're gonna eat the gray life too.
Now has access to the Molotov too, so you're going to be eating that much more damage.
Exactly. Look at all that gray life.
Oh no, it's all gone. It's toast. Barbecued.
Yeah, not a lot of resources on deck for Nightmare Effect, but I mean they can make it. They have one bar. Oh, there it is again. That EX
Wake up button.
just
Second
this
activation.
round has been so back and forth. Again, another Molotov cocktail.
That was 3 Molotovs that round.
Yeah.
Just fully stocked.
Nightmare Effect didn't even get to do V trigger once.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing lots of V reversals though, you know, especially every time this EX heart rate comes out if it's available, because you just get such a good setup afterwards as Poison. You need to find your way out of it somehow.
Okay, here we go. Got her in the... Well, just as I was about to say, then she started to get some hits there. Okay.
Okay. I was gonna say we're probably gonna get an activation soon, but no, just double V reversal. That hurts. That's so much damage.
I like that though. Didn't spend the... Oh my god, look at all that gray life. Oh my god, don't get hit.
You get hit, you die.
Great job by Nightmare Effect. When he did the first combo, he spent 0 meter. So he'd have it on deck, so then he had 2 bars in case he needed it for the kill. Oh my god, what a shimmy. Stun? Stun.
Still alive though. Probably not for much longer.
Nice little jab check and then cancel into the dash punch. All right.
Balrog wins.
It was looking
Scary.
kind of dicey. Then Nightmare Effect made some nice adjustments. I thought Fluxways was gonna get one on the board.
So now it sounds like in my earballs we're going back to character select. So we got Manat, we got Mika.
I am so curious what we're gonna see.
We've already seen the Manat tonight, so
I'm curious if we're gonna see Manat again.
I don't think it's a good matchup into Boxer personally. as somebody who doesn't play either of those characters. It just looks really difficult to try and get the space required. Um, and we saw Flux struggling to create that space on Poison. Um, who has so many tools to play far away, plays close up. So to then swap to an even more difficult character to try and create that zone space doesn't make sense to me. So I think it's the Mika.
Probably, I think you're right. One thing,
Mhm.
yeah, there we go. Yep, good call on that. One thing
Best
that does
skin
make them a
too.
little bit different, yeah, the Monster Hunter costumes are so good. But one thing that does make it a little bit different, Manat versus the other like long limb zoners, is like the other like Falk, Dalsim, Poison. You can kind of counterpoke their. They all have hurt boxes on their tools.
I love it from Nightmare Effect. They swapped from skill 1, trigger 1 to skill 2, trigger 2. I think they made the absolute hard read on it being the Mika.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I got command grabs too now.
Plus, you get the hit on the skill charge once you get that rush punch to connect. Like, there's a ton of good things coming through here. Wait, it's trigger 2 Mika!
That's right, it is trigger 2 Mika.
What? Wait.
Oh, she has such wild like resets off the chair. It's so sick.
I've never seen Flux play trigger 2 Mika before.
Oh, nice punish on the DP. Oh, the command grab did not work out.
The grappler life.
Nice activation though. Okay.
Slow rise there to dodge the chair throw. Double brimstone. Go for a triple.
Pressure. Oh my god, that's so sick. So sick.
Still alive though. One more shot at redemption. Half a trigger left.
I can't
Giant
believe.
swing.
Oh my god. I can't believe they lived through that.
That's
I mean,
so
not,
sick.
it worked out at the end, but man.
That's so sick. I love this character so much.
Mika V Trigger 2 is sick. They gave her 2 really good V triggers. Unfortunately, her V skills, not so much.
Oh man, that was fun to watch. I Trigger 2 is such
2-1
like
now, right?
Round 1.
yeah, it's 2-1, still in flavor of Nightmare Effect. But Trigger 2 is like so eccentric to me because it's just so goofy looking. Like it's so like character fitting.
Yeah.
Having Neichiku come in and just bop people with a chair. But like it's so weird. Man. Flux has been reaching for that clap throw
Yeah.
so
Like-
long.
Four times this round alone. Oh my gosh, that's pressure. And then in the command grab! Jesus. It was all Flux waves, and then Nightmare Effect was like, nope.
Set point for Nightmare Effect. Only needs one more round. We're seeing lots of grappler rounds from Flux though, right? Like where it's like so feast or famine, like either you win the round in 20 seconds or it's just a slog and you end up both at like 4 HP.
Wow. Okay. And then into Brimstone again. What's the mix-up? Oh, that's gonna stun.
It's a grappler who needs mix-ups.
It's like, are you thinking of blocking? Well, you're in the mix.
You made the wrong choice, friend. It's just
Are you
absolutely sniped him again.
Okay. And then the charge up. Okay.
Oh man, waking up though. Gets the
It charges up.
fishing for these big buttons.
Nice
Them
crochet
too.
on the crush counter.
Do
Another
it
crush
again.
counter. Oh my gosh.
Dead.
He's dead. Yeah. he's
It's
dead.
2-2.
It's 2-2. Just like that. That's wild.
That's the grappler life. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes,
Feast or famine.
yeah. Oh man, Flux Wave. This is like classic Flux Waves too, where they try and play the lame zoner matchup for the first couple matches. They find themselves in a bit of a deficit, and then they just bring out the Mika and just like Shrek people. Like it just doesn't make sense because they're such wildly different, game plans that to seamlessly go back and forth is kind of insane to me.
This has been a wild set. Like, I've been so entertained by the massive, like, momentum swings.
This has been one of the nuttiest top eights we've had in a while, like in its entirety. Like this top eight has been so crazy,
What a
match
roller
after
coaster.
match after match.
This has been really hype. I'm so happy that I've been able to do commentary on this tournament. It's been so hype.
It's not even over yet. We're only in like losers,
Yeah.
quarters. I don't even know where we are. Yeah, we're in losers, semis. Wait, yeah. Wait, no, quarter? I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand brackets. That's why I'm really glad we have a bunch, because I just don't understand. All right, they both swapped triggers. So it is gonna be trigger 1 on both sides. We also get skill 1 again for Nightmare Effect. It's interesting to me that Flux swapped Trigger 2 because Trigger 2 was effective. So I'm curious if they just thought it was like a fluke in, unfamiliarity.
Mm.
Oh man, huge challenge.
And all. Oh my god. Wow.
Jeez.
Coast to coast.
Yeah, it was one hit away from dead, that entire last
Yeah.
sequence. How many times are we going to see a Balrog get crush countered by a dropkick?
Oh, no punish on the frog splash. This... No, Mika, and even when Mika's in the corner, she's threatening. You make one mistake, and you're in the corner. Oh my god, that was so big brain.
Oh no.
And then the activation, okay. Wow.
Oh no, it's over. Oh, it's not over. It's
Drop
staying
it.
alive. Is it?
Punish the V reversal! That's why you don't
We're heading to the last round.
want to jump in. We are final round.
Winner moves on, loser goes home, and Nightmare Effect looking for those 7 golden letters. Not gonna get it though.
Blew up the Crouch Fierce and okay, wake up buttons by Flux Phase though. And then punish the V reversal.
Staying alive too. Equal meter. We're probably gonna see Nightmare go for a reversal next offensive series, but oh no, might not even get one.
Oh man, what's the mix? Buttons. Another, what's the mix? Another Brimstone?
No!
The delayed
Yes!
reversal, so big brain! Oh my god!
Balrog.
What a bit! What
What a read.
It was like, you know what? I'm not doing anything. And then it was like, oh wow, you whiffed the command grab. Eat the punish.
Wow.
That was what a set. Oh my god, great games to both players. That was so intense. Oh my god.
and it all came crashing
Oh my god, they
down.
had so much momentum. It was the blender, the Miko blender was so strong. It was cranked up to puree.
And then right at the end there, the blade snaps off and it's just shredding everything in that blender. And it's no longer consumable. Oh no.
Oh man.
Poor Flux Waves. That's a tough loss to go out on there in loser's side. It does set up a pretty interesting matchup though, because we do get to see Child versus Nightmare Effect soon.
Yeah.
Not next, but soon. Our next matchup is going to be Eyedrop versus Saba.
That's gonna be a really fun match to watch.
Man, but are we gonna get the boxer mirror? Is that, or are we gonna see the G again?
For Nightmare versus Nightmare Effect versus
Child?
Child.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
don't-
gonna be interesting.
I don't remember the last time I saw a boxer mirror.
Boxer mirror.
So that could be fun to watch.
Does Nightmare Effect have a pocket character? What does the chat say?
Chat says all Karen lobby.
All Colleen lobby. That's true. Yo, what up, Kyle Cam? What's up, chat? You guys have been awesome. Shout out to DB Gen 13 for saying that that is Manat's worst matchup. I'm assuming they're talking about Boxer versus Manat.
Yes, I believe that.
Check
was
out the
correct
Kain
timing.
house. The house Casa de Kanzuki. Yeah, it is Kanzuki Estate, isn't it? It's OD.
I feel like if you are that rich, you do also have clones.
Lol. That's OD.
Like I think that's just how it works, right? Like once you hit like a certain like value amount, then you just like start cloning yourself, right? Because like what happens if you just get taken out, right? Like you need that body
Yeah.
double in. You can't be sending that inheritance off too soon. You know, you got to make your kids survive till they're like 30 or 40 before, you know,
Oh, yeah.
they get the true inheritance. So
Yeah, you gotta have
body
the
doubles.
generational oligarchy, right?
Exactly. Makes me sad.
Is it hitting
chat.
different in 2020?
I hate 2020. It's not the year's fault. That's just how time works, right? Like 2019 happened, 2020 then has to happen, and so then eventually we'll make it to 2021. But it's just a social construct. Like, what happens if we just disregarded time, right?
Yeah. Well, how about how like everyone was looking towards 2020 and 2019, going like, man, can't wait for 2019 to be over. Let's welcome in 2020. And then we found out hindsight is actually 2020, and 2019 was way freaking better.
Everybody I know was like 2020 is the pop-off year. We're going to go to more events, we're going to do more content, we're going to do more X, Y, and Z, and I haven't left my house in 5 months.
We live in a
Sad.
society.
Spain. I travel to Spain without the S. Wait, shit. Chat's right. Bison.
Yeah, he makes
Creating-
waifus.
I feel like
Waifu clones.
I do feel like that is not the same vein as what I was talking about, and seems slightly creepier to a degree versus just like an identical clone, right? You're like, all right,
Yeah,
sir.
like,
Scientist comes to the room, sir. You can either have an identical copy of yourself as you are today, or we can make you a super hot chick.
and
But you
Bison
can only
was
get
like,
one.
bro, make me the hot chick.
True.
I mean, that's what they opted for, right?
Yeah, and Fang's sitting in the corner, just like confused, but being like, "All right, sir, you know, whatever you say."
For two.
Oh, but we got Mika back on the screen,
Man,
and a
this is so
carrying.
bad match for Mika. Karin just Oh gosh, shreds Mika, but it's not unwinnable. I'm just curious to see how this plays out.
Yeah, I mean, again, another matchup you should just have like buku amounts of like knowledge for, right? Like everybody played carrying for like multiple seasons because why wouldn't you? And so, you know, you play whatever you can into it and you just get blendered for, you know, a season or two, but maybe you figure it out one day.
All right, activation. Okay.
Oh,
All right. Pushing it back to mid screen. Hydrop has the life lead, so he's just nice. Just was gonna wait that out, be patient, play defense, anti-air, side switch, back throw, gets the win.
yeah, it doesn't need trigger either. It's one of the
Yeah.
added benefits
Oh,
of
yeah.
Korean.
So strong. She doesn't even like her V trigger is a luxury. Granted, it's not one of the best V triggers by any stretch. It's mediocre at best, but it has its strengths.
It's just a win more button, right? Like you don't need it. To...
My God, it's so sick.
Another wake up super. What is with these Mika players tonight?
I mean, when that's the only reversal you got, and if they decide to block it, it wins. Not necessarily the worst option. Okay. But then now Mika's going to be in the corner against Kadin, and Kadin is just so scary. Tables are turning though. Oh no! That's dead.
Dead. Because trigger's still active.
Yeah, and Mika only has 950 health. Unlike most of the other grapplers in the game, who are 10, 25,000 or more.
So actual question, and I don't know if you'll have the answer to this. This might have to be a chat question.
Okay.
If trigger runs out before the final hit, do you still get the bonus? I imagine yeah, right? Like as long as the animation's triggered.
Oh, like you mean like for her Rekkas to continue?
Well, like for the super, right? Like.
Oh well, she doesn't need it. As long as she starts the Rekkas, she can then cancel it into either the palm or whatever, and then she can just cancel those off into critical art. So it's really wild. She can actually, when she gets the Rekkas going, she can cancel after the first Rekkas or chain into one of her options after that into super, unless she does slide, and she can't cancel into super off of that one.
It's a nice little series of events there from Sabo that worked out quite well in their favor. Does need to get that momentum again, though.
Yeah,
That's
nice
not
V
looking good.
reversal. Be like, get out of here. I don't want to deal with your plus frames here. And then anti-air.
Round two.
Sabo really struggling to get in at the moment. But
Yeah.
like you said, it's a tough matchup.
Yeah.
Not always going to have the answer.
I drop also playing like really compact and only extending himself when he really needs to. Doing a lot of pokes with oh wow, that was the movement right there. Look at, oh my god, yep, and the super. This
Should
is
still be
probably gonna
alive,
kill.
though, right?
Oh
Yeah.
my god, it's so close.
So much scaling at the end there.
Dash up, stand short.
Kadin wins.
Man, that was a lot of scaling at the end.
That was. I thought for sure, just because she's low health for a grappler, man. I was like, man, I was like, this is gonna kill. I was surprised.
2-0 eye drop. And with Sabo not showing another character tonight, needs an answer. Needs some sort of download.
Yeah, needs to get cooking.
Not looking so hot so far.
iDrop's hit confirms have been so crisp tonight.
Jeff the hero looking to ruin the tournament. Chokes
Yo,
on
shout
him.
out
It's
to
been
Jeff.
ruined.
Jeff stop.
Oh man. But no, I mean Sabo, it's tough for Sabo because they have such like points of brilliance in the set so far, but just the wind down, grind out game that iDrop's committed to just works so much better in their favor. Like the trades work out better, just the hit confirms work out better, the general neutral works out better. It's just like, what can you do?
I mean, Cain is a beast on the ground. Like her only real weakness on the ground is that some of her normals are a bit stubby. The ones that she gets like a lot of like mileage off of are a bit stubby outside of like low forward. And then her anti-airs aren't the strongest. And then she has an invincible reversal, but it's not necessarily the best one because you can like neutral jump it and some other stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killed with the super during the last. Oh,
And
Scott will come back.
Sabo, come back. Yeah, I dropped just put on a clinic there. It was, but I mean, like going in, right? Like I said, right? Like that matchup is just so hard for me, so hard because she's honest Laura. Shout out to iDrop the Lord for that. She's honest Laura, so she has like no real gimmicks other than like immense risks to get in on a character that just dominates the ground, right? So it's an uphill battle. And then iDrop is a player that doesn't really like extend themselves to being to being really vulnerable, especially in those sets. Just kind of like got the life lead and then chilled out, played really compact, and it was just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna see if you kill yourself here, and then
They did.
that did. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Tough life for Sabo. They are still alive though. They will be playing the victor of this matchup here, which is going to be Nightmare Effect versus Child. And what that means, chat, is that we are getting towards the end of our tournament. So it does mean we are getting towards the end of our Matcherino. For those of you who are tuning in just recently, that exclamation point Matcherino will bring you right to the link. If you mistype it like I do every week and type in exclamation point Matherino, you will get a nice little surprise there as well. But our code this week, Casa SFV 26. You can type it in, you can copy paste, you can Control C, Control V, which it is copy paste, but you get the point. Put that in the coupon code box, hit contribute, just sign in with your Gmail. Takes 2 clicks, and you support 50 cents for absolutely free. Think of it as magic money, and that all goes 100% to our players here tonight, who we will be finding out very shortly who the grand final champion is. And we're heading into a Balrog mirror.
Yes,
Oh,
I was wanting this. This is what I wanted. The Balrog mirror. Yes, give it to me.
Round one.
I kind of wanted to see the G.
Yeah. Let's go.
They're
Teabag
feeling
Tom.
themselves.
Start out. No shaking hands with the president. Nothing but disrespect here. Look at that. Got a child. What is respect?
Yeah, there's no need to be respectful. We're in top
Look how
4.
respectful this neutral is, though. That's the best part. So far, they're just like really feeling it out to start out.
Yeah, it's very, very slow paced for Balrog play. They're definitely trying to. Oh man, they went for the same thing, and Child was just faster. Yeah, this is by far the slowest Balrog play I've ever seen. It's 50 seconds in, and they're both basically 50% HP still.
Yeah, really feeling it out. Kind of. Mirror matches are always so weird. Okay, it's so. How cool is that though? They picked the same V trigger and the same V skill.
They should pick the same skin, just different colors.
Activation. Okay. Win for the throw. Crush counter. Okay. And the nice job, Nightmare Effect. Clean that up. Take round 1.
I'm liking chat right now. Chat's doing good work. Oh boy, this is I mean, mirror matchups are very interesting because a lot of times the set play can be very similar across players just because that's how the characters work out. And yes, both players are running that trigger too, but there is still room for expression, and room to make it your gameplay. You just need to somehow force that on your opponent. Oh,
The stare down. Yeah, it's kind of like who can instill their will and run their game plan the best. Oh my gosh,
damage.
All right, Nightmare Effect takes game 1.
Balrog wins.
It's all thanks to that command grab. I'm telling you.
That command grab is underrated.
Just pretty nutty when you think about it.
Stun it does is ridiculous. It's so wild.
And it's in addition to like your neutral. Like you take Balrog, who already has a certain set of skills, and then they're just like, what if we give him a command grab?
Yeah.
Like what could happen here? And you know, you are right, it is pretty underutilized, but it when it is used, it just cranks out so much production value. Ta-da!
Child is making this comeback again. Scoops close to stun. That was a smart V reversal. And then a good, nice use of meter to try to push it after the V reversal, just to kind of try to maintain pressure, push him to the corner, but it just hasn't worked out here. Now Child's back in the corner. Just these stare downs, man. The patience from Nightmare Effect. Not overextending.
Round 2. Fight.
Child kind of getting the work. You know, was pretty close to stun last round, but just couldn't close the deal. And you know, everything else just seems to be going Nightmare's way.
I thought the momentum was like really starting to swing towards Child, and then Nightmare Effect just kind of tightened up. Got it going.
Yeah,
It's sort of like these tests of knowledge, isn't it? Or it's just sort of like, well, what do you know about my character? Do you know everything that I know?
Do I know what you know?
Yeah. And then reading what you think they're gonna do, right? So that you can counter that. Oh wow, the interruption! That was so sick. He was like, no, sir. Do you know who I am? Do you not see that I play the same character as you? You're not gonna get me with that.
So that was again the golden question that we've been asking ourselves for like the last 4 sets. Do we get a character swap? Do we see Child swap back over to the G? Do we maybe see like a swap and a trigger? No, they're just doing the salty run back. It's same deal, same mirror, same, you know, everything that Nightmare's been in basically full control of this entire time.
Yeah, it's been a pretty fast climb up the 2-0. Nice. Okay, this round is looking pretty good. I think there's some nice adjustments, some really good spacing by Child. Oh yeah. Spend the meter, get the round. You got it. You got to just go in.
Yeah, no reason to save mirror or what's the word I'm looking for?
Meter.
Meter. There we go. No need to save meter heading into, you know, potentially, you know, the last game here. And it is up around though, so Child's feeling pretty good about it.
Child really upped the tempo. It started out really slow, and Nightmare Effect was cooking. And now that Child has cranked it up a little bit, he's turned up the heat. Finding some joy. Oh, the activation was a little delayed, and it didn't link.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
pretty disastrous.
Now they both have
Oh,
V-trigger up. Oh, okay.
Oh no. Just a couple like frame late situations there for Child where, you know, they try to do something and get punished for it.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't doubt. I mean, not to say that this connection's bad, but I mean, you just never know with CFN, and sometimes those sort of like, you know, like your input just comes out just a little bit late, or all sorts of like kind of weird things that happen since the update earlier this year, where like it kind of just eats your buttons. So, you know, those sorts of like, you know, frame perfect sort of situations get like so much harder online.
The range on that command grab is absurd.
Is it really? Is it ridiculous?
Like on top of everything else that command grab does for you, the range in itself is absolutely just crazy. And that is gonna do it. 3-0
Oh,
Nightmare Effect. Moving on in the loser side.
now they're gonna face Sabo in losers final. Let's see if they can ride this momentum into this this matchup. And I guess we're gonna see another Balrog versus Mika.
More crush counters.
Yeah. Wait, who did Sabo send to losers? Nightmare Effect. So it's the run back. So it's
Double
literally
Jeopardy.
it's the double Jeopardy run back.
It was 3-2 last time too.
Yeah, it was so
very
close. Super close.
So the other question is, has Sabo mentally recovered
Oh, yeah,
from their
from-
winner's side set?
Oh my god.
They hopped right in lobby, so they have to be ready to go. So we will get to see this this salty run back, the Mika Balrog matchup that we've seen so much tonight on both sides of the bracket. We will see it at least one more time. Actually, I think this is the absolute last time, even if yeah, absolute last time we would see this matchup tonight, because whoever wins here has to play iDrop.
Yeah, iDrop's winning the winner of this in winners final. Probably thinking like, man, these two characters that I'm probably gonna have to face match up really great with my character. So I'm pretty sure he's very much unbothered by the potential matchup that's gonna be dealt his way. Not to say that these players aren't strong and they can't adapt to what iDrop's doing, but just in terms of matchup wise, it's kind of tough for both of these two characters to mix it up with cutting.
Round one.
Yeah, and the character might not win the match for you, but these matchups can definitely help. Whether it is, even just a mental boost, right? Like if you, play so much better against Mika than you do, say, Laura, for, whatever potential reason maybe had there, then you can feel that much better going into your set because you're like, oh, all right, it's just this grappler. It's not other grappler that, wrecks my shit.
Yeah. Into the corner. Nice pressure from Sabo. Frost.
Oh.
I like the walk forward from Nightmare Effect to be like, oh, you're gonna jump? Let me go ahead and get out of this corner. And then Sabo was like, yeah, no.
Not today.
Not today. What do we say to death? Not today.
I'm actually
Okay.
surprised that last sequence from Sabo didn't kill, but now they're one sequence away from death themselves.
Coast. Oh, Sabo's okay. It didn't go on long enough for it to become a factor, but I was like, man, Sabo is really close to super. Not that Mika can chip out, but I mean, just the threat of it there, right? Is just.
I mean, that chip counts as a kill, so just.
Well, no. Because first is a grab, so
Yeah.
it won't.
So either it works and you win, or it works
Yeah,
and
or-
doesn't work and you lose. No
Exactly.
in between. Can't V reversal it because it's a grab. So.
Brimstone. Oh my gosh, these mix-ups. Oh my god.
The anti-air attack.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna go coast to coast, like
Super
Space
available.
Ghost. Oh my god, the jump out of the frog splash! Oh my god, this pressure. So many plus frames.
Just run up and CA him right in the face.
Right? He's like so committed to the block. I'm kind of surprised we didn't see it. This is great patience by Nightmare Effect.
We,
Oh my god, these frame traps.
that
Got
entire sequence in the corner, we saw no grab attempt. It was just hit after hit after hit after hit.
Well, maybe that's the conditioning, right? So maybe the next time that situation happens, we're gonna see Sabo kind of go to the grabs, which is kind of what happened the last set. They started out really pressing buttons in like meaty situations, pressuring just so much with buttons, and so it's like, okay, you're just gonna block and block. Now I'm gonna start doing tick throws. Oh my god, this pressure! And it's not like Boxer doesn't have good anti-airs either. It's just
I think the body slam's getting to him.
Yeah,
We've seen
yeah.
a couple times now Sabo either baiting cross up or dodging out on the anti-air attempt.
Yep. That's exactly what it is. Nice. Nice job by Nightmare Effect. Just kind of like slow that down a little bit once he got him into the corner.
Didn't
It's
bite
like, oh, you
that
neutral
time. Yeah, got the
Let me go.
anti-air as well.
And then go ahead and anti-air that. And then, oh, meaty button. And then it worked out.
So tied up one apiece, right? No, wrong.
So 1-0, I think, right now, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 1-0 Nightmare Effect. Crush, counter, round start into whipped. Command grab? That's not the momentum you want to carry.
Exactly, right? It's just like, oh, wow, round start crush counter. And then it's just, oh, no, now you're going to eat this, like, 300 damage. 300
Here we go
damage.
again.
Oh, another crush counter. Oh my god, the shimmies.
Sabo is losing control very quickly, and I don't know if they can get it back. I don't know. Like, this is obviously a matchup that works, right? Like, we've seen the Mika win out so often tonight that it just works. And
Yeah.
Sabo very
She can start doing this. Yeah, and then that.
into stun.
Stun.
Can't kill here, so we'll need one
She
more
can
hit.
super, but she probably won't need to.
Yeah, all right. 7
gold.
Yeah. 7 golden letters. You're up on the board, and that's a grapple round, right? Like, where you just run oppression so much and just never get hit. Definitely not too much leeway being given.
Punish Fierce in the super? Stop it.
Yeah, so much time to confirm that, and does give you the life lead, but I don't know, like, it's not that much of a lead right now.
No, and if there's a good amount of gray life there. Okay, even more gray life now.
All gone. Toast.
That lead just got toasted.
It's completely gone now. You're
Yeah.
actually in a deficit, and you've only built back a single EX bar.
Mika getting into the point where armor moves aren't going to be an option too. I think just trying to bait Nightmare Effect into like coming in, since she has that hit of armor. Doesn't really, like, when she does that, the more she does it, my understanding is it does not like further boost her level. She just has to hold it. So like her V skill one's so funny because like if she holds it, you'll see like those little like shockwaves at her feet, which means she's advancing to different levels of her V skill 1. So if it goes to the max, right, she can basically like just forward throw you and kill you. Yeah, it's so, like, I love that V skill. It's so funny.
It's so interesting because it's not always used for that purpose to get the monster throw. It's a lot of time used to get that like one tick of armor just to like blow up something.
Oh man, these whipped command grabs right now in this round are just killing Sabo.
Sabo's really trying to get it just down, and these reads are just...
Yeah, Nightmare Effect just apparently has the read right now.
Sabo is trying to read another language at the moment, and it's just not working out. And even look at this, just trying to get something, anything, and just can't find any, piece of land. Just can't get anything going for him.
Yeah, I've been looking for a foothold, try to gain some momentum, and outside of a couple of rounds, like, just it's not going for him.
Oh man, just gets scooped too. This is only about like 10% HP left between Sabo and surviving the tournament. And
Oh no, cancel on the V trigger on the slide. I wonder if it just came out late.
Balrog
That's unfortunate because Sabo had such a great tournament run, but he goes down to Nightmare Effect there, 3-0.
does find a healthy third place for themselves though. And so we're going to get Nightmare Effects versus iDrop for our grand finals. It is going to be Balrog versus Karin. And like you said, that's a pretty good Karin matchup.
That is. The neutral's weird because outside, like, I would say outside of Footsie's range, Boxer does have like a lot of good options. You can kind of just harass with dash punch, and some of his longer pokes. But then once they get into like Footsie's range, that's where cutting really comes into her own with regards to the matchup, and it kind of starts tilting back the other way for her. And then of course, when you're playing against a player like iDrop, not to say that not that Nightmare Effect is obviously he's an ultimate grandmaster, right? So he's UGN, he's really good, but you know iDrop is a player that consistently makes top 8 at NLBC, has one NLBC, and is on winner's side, so can survive the reset, right? So a lot to play with here for him.
Yeah, ton of games to be played. Could potentially go 10 games in this, first to 3 grand finals with the reset available. That's a lot of Street Fighter. We've been live 4.5 hours. These players have been just brawling it out the entire time. With actually, neither player had a round 1 matchup, so they've been playing since round 2. But that's still basically 4 hours of Street Fighter they've played now. Which, like, doesn't sound like a lot, because, I mean, who doesn't just sit there and grind video games for 4 hours?
Right.
But it's
yeah.
it's tournament 4 hours, which is, even
So
in an
brutal.
online world, yeah, it's so different.
Like the mental fortitude that it takes to play this game at a high level, and your opponents are going to be like pushing you to your limits constantly, just with how like high tempo this game can be.
I mean, stuff like that seems to be more common at these later stages of the tournament, where you don't always get that rush low punch to connect, or maybe you just miss a whiff punish, or you just do whatever, something that you wouldn't have done in round 1. But hey, sometimes you get the combo to link, you get that command grab, and it's all over.
Round 2 dash. Wow. Nightmare Effect was like, you want a low forward here? Well, how about I just send you into the corner instead? Okay, activation. Nice little walk, like the tiniest micro step forward to make that whiff. Thought for sure iDrop was gonna get thrown into the corner.
Was able to get the knockdown sequence though? Oh no.
Oh
Activation.
no, the challenge.
CA is available for iDrop as well. One more hit confirm will do it.
And she's dead. Karin out here with only 925 health, so every hit hurts really bad.
Yeah, it turns out that command grab kind of hurts.
It hurts pretty bad.
Yeah. But you love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. I mean, who doesn't love seeing Karin lose?
Round 1. Fight.
Game 2 on the board. Nightmare Effect already looking for that reset opportunity, and only needs 2 more wins to get it.
Oh wow, I thought for sure there was going to be a punish there.
Not quite. Oh, big crush counter though. Just fishing for it. Like, no other reason to do that mid-screen other than to be fishing for that crush counter.
Oh wow.
See,
And super
yeah.
good. Yeah, have to be so careful walking against Karine when she has those resources available, because it's just one low forward, and then if V trigger's activated, she's gonna Garen, and then you may die.
You probably die most times. But I mean, like that's the thrill of the character, right? Like any hit just explodes damage. Like any hit confirmed, you can do a big bunch of damage, and you get some nice little throw loop situations.
There you go. Eyedrop asserting himself now in this, bringing it back 1-1.
Karine wins.
Eyedrop definitely not wanting to have to play through a reset as well. So gonna be playing pretty strong. I did like a couple little adjustments that time, you know, not playing into the V trigger activation from Nightmare Effect too much. Who I actually don't think they activated too much that game in particular. But I mean, game one, both run wins were off a command grab.
Yeah.
But it is a nice little situation Nightmare's setting up for themselves here. You know, there's going to be playing into the trigger of Green, but doesn't even V reversal out of danger. This is scary.
Oh my god, I thought that Nightmare Effect had just the momentum going their way with the wake up buttons, and they had things going, and then I dropped in and was just like, oh, I'm gonna wake up buttons. And then here we are. And Boxer is dead.
That EX shoulder hurts. Like that did
Yeah.
so much damage.
Yeah, it does. It does like 150 damage, crumple. So she gets a great combo off of that.
Didn't need
She
it
can
that
even-
time though.
The side switch.
Oh, true. Man, that's too much. It's filthy. Waking up buttons, Nightmare Effects, trying to get corner control, but loses it almost immediately.
Oh, that was a great action DP. Nice whiff punish. And Nightmare Effect is dead.
Man, that's just such a grip of damage. Like it's so late in the combo almost every time, and you just always die. Always.
Whew. This is so brutal. It's like once your health gets down to around where your stun bar starts, it's like, oh, did she critical her? Oh, well, time to start thinking about the next round. Okay.
Speaking of next round, we are going to be heading back to character select. And this is where we find out if Nightmare has a secondary or if it is just going to be that trigger skill swap, because they were rocking the
Trigger 1, yeah.
yeah, trying to get that extra V reversal opportunity. Because these last two games, the trigger 2 command grab and everything else that goes along with it have just been negligible. Hasn't gotten the opportunity to let it rock. Hasn't really been able to do anything, and it's just it's just eye drop running through these health bars time and again.
Yeah. Yeah, I dropped playing like really good game sense in those games to just basically shut down a lot of Nightmare Effects options. Sort of kind of keeping him from being able to either activate, you know, like looking out for those activation buttons, or just like not even giving him the opportunity through his pressure. Just be like, oh, I'm just gonna set up here. You're not gonna be able to do anything.
And so last chance now for Nightmare Effect. Has to stay alive here, has to get a game win, and they're off to a good start.
Yeah, this is a really good start for Nightmare Effect. Great checks. V-trigger all gone now for eye drop. Some nice punish. Nice backdash. Just to get out of there.
Yeah, not going to be able to get another trigger. Not even going to be able to get another V reversal. So any offensive pressure Nightmare Effect lands is forever. But at this stage, doesn't really need it. Just needs to land one nice little hit. Definitely now.
Surprised that they V-reversal the stand roundhouse since she's -4 there. And like at that spacing, you don't really have to worry about anything. You can just kind of press either a 4 frame. Because I think crouch short would reach at that range for a boxer. Since they do have a nice nice range on their low short. Nice interruption. Great pressure.
Yeah, this is a very different.
Is going to hurt, and that is going to be 2-2.
This is such a different Nightmare Effect from the last 2 games we've seen.
Yeah.
That is going to be tying it up 2-2 apiece. And it's grand finals, so there is a reset on the table. We may yet still have one first to 3, best of 5, whatever you want to call it. And Nightmare Effect, he wants it, wants that championship title, wants to find themselves in that Casa Hall of Fame that we have in our Discord.
Round 1.
I really like Nightmare Effect's like spacing in that, and then the pressure to sort of like have these sort of ambiguous situations where it's just like, oh, the combo stopped a little bit early. Now I'm gonna do like this. I'm gonna change it up here, and you're not really gonna know how the tempo is gonna be, and like when the next button's gonna come out. And then we got a lot of joy off of that. Oh my god, another big crush counter in the corner.
Everything's falling apart. Disaster, pain, eye drop, going down to match point for Nightmare Effect.
Oh, reset point.
Reset point. Oh
Oof.
no.
Okay, yeah.
That is the first EXDP we've seen from iDrop since the first game where it got blocked and hugely punished. So it worked out that time, but I don't know if it's going to give iDrop the confidence to try again.
Yep. There we go. Reset!
Not going to find out. We're heading into the Shin finals, and it is going to be another best of 5 between these 2 players, and they are both playing out of their minds right now.
Yeah, that was OD adjustments from Nightmare Effect. That was really good. They changed up their tempo so much. Here we go. So this is the reset. I'm just going right into it. iDrop's like, I don't have anything to think about. I know exactly who I'm playing, what triggers I'm using.
Yeah, and I mean, largely, I don't think you've ever would have a reason to run like Trigger 2 Skill 2 Korean at the moment.
They never V skill 2. They didn't even give her a V skill 2 in this game.
Weird. It's everybody else going. I guess they just forgot.
Yeah,
It's weird.
Weird.
Capcom, please.
Oh, that was a great hit confirm. Okay, meter gain and frame kill.
Oh, the V reversal not going to connect though. Does have
Expected to be like to try to just stop and be like, get away from me.
Oh no, dead. Wait.
So meter efficiency. I thought for sure he was just gonna be like, nope, I'm gonna kill. But he was a little greedy and it didn't backfire.
That's so greedy.
It was, right? I could have gone the other way. That would have been so painful. That's how it went. Wow, Nightmare Effect just going back, though.
That would have almost been like a taunt get bodied type of situation, but just slightly worse. It is pretty even now though. Trigger now gone for eye drop. Still has a lot of HP to burn through, but oh man, second lease on life. Never mind. Cancelled.
Start off on those roundhouse.
Final round. Fight.
Okay.
So for those of you, it does say 2 wins above Nightmare Effect right now. Oh, you can't see that on screen. Never mind. disregard what the man behind the curtain is saying. It is a large life lead for iDrop at the moment.
This pressure. Okay.
So back and forth too. Oh man.
Oh man. iDrop
to
got
coast.
caught dead again. Coast to coast. Okay.
Oh, caught on the backdash too. Is that dead?
So that's -2. You can't punish the backdash when she backs out of Guren, but clearly iDrop had ideas to like move back in, and so he just chased it down and punished him. That was so sick. Oh, the low caught him walking.
Balrog wins.
Nightmare Effect just riding this momentum.
Yeah,
So that's-
playing really strong.
Yeah. So that's now 1-0 in the reset.
It's go time.
Oh man, what are we gonna see yet still? Oh wait, because it was first to 3 rules, but we had the reset. Okay.
Yeah.
So probably not gonna see anything swap between the two players. Probably just gonna be sticking to trigger 1, skill 1 on both sides. No reason to change anything at this time. It's just the way the lobby works that we find ourselves back here.
I'm so hyped to see the rest of this set.
It's so close too, right? Like we were talking about the benefits of Korean over Balrog and how this should be, a more favorable matchup going their way. And, we're seeing Nightmare Effect just not care about those benefits, is playing their game plan, making sure that they can get the things done that they want to get done.
Fight.
And they've reset the bracket and they're ahead a
Wow.
game up
We have
as
default
well.
colors here, guys. These are default costumes and colors. It's serious.
Yeah, they're just trying to play right now.
These guys are out here. Yeah, when you hit the button like that, that means you're here for one thing, and that's to beat somebody's ass.
Not even gonna bother with like newer additions to the game, like different skills or triggers. We're just gonna rock, the old school classic.
V skill 1, V trigger 1, and default costumes and default colors. All right.
Get the air reset.
Oh man,
This is
those like
scary.
oh my god, the micro step pressure and the back throw, optimal meter gain.
Round 2.
She's so scary when she makes you respect her buttons, and then she can just kind of do that like crouch strong, micro step, crouch strong. Like, it's such a scary spacing to be at because her counter pokes are so good, and she's just like, oh, push a button.
I dare ya.
Yeah.
And this is a very bad spot for Nightmare to be. Even though he had the life lead and is continuing to grow that life lead, you really don't ever want your back to a wall against Kyrian because her pressure will just run you down at that point. And nice little V reversal there. Doesn't need the activation, does Nightmare, but might get the opportunity still to be able to do that.
Whiff punish. And that's
still
dead.
alive. Nah, still alive.
You think so?
Nope. I truly did believe that they were alive. And no, I was wrong. I was very wrong.
Oh wow! Now we're tied up 1-1.
Man, this set is really gonna go down to the wire. We're gonna go game 5, last round, and it's literally going to be winner takes all, and then that round is gonna be the blowout. Everything up until that point is gonna be super duper close, but just like last round, last game is just gonna be a blowout. I don't know who's gonna take it, but yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Everything is so tense between these two players, like
The margins are
everything.
so slim.
Because any hit just explodes, right? Like they just get so much damage out of these characters, and
Yeah,
any
both are
punch.
so optimal. Look at this pressure. Oh my god, the wake up buttons.
Pulls
I
on to
dropped-
CA.
Yeah, pulling on
Next
the
hit
CA.
does it.
Oh my god, look at this movement. And then he just burned it, just like, you know what? Get out of my face.
Yeah, it doesn't bring anything into the next round either. Had basically just built it, had a little bit of leeway there, but picking their timing so great. Nightmare Effect, just, letting it rip, gets the round win, trying to just get every little inch possible.
Nice anti-air. Keep eye drop in the corner. Oh my god, this is going to hurt. Oh my god! 3! Oh my god!
Dead. Holy hell.
It went activation and then she died.
Broad win.
There were 2 resets
Yes,
in there
were.
as well.
That was so sick.
Hey, sometimes you just guess right. Sometimes that happens to you. I dropped. Can't
Yeah,
really feel too bad about that, I think. I don't know if that was necessarily something to get down about, but it's potential match point coming up.
Oh, nice whip punish.
Oh, man. It's so close. Like
The teammates
every. All right, so I drop is down a game. It's 2-1 in favor of Nightmare Effect, but they're dead even right now, and it's just anybody's chance. We do see Nightmare Effect once again gaining corner pressure though, and I drop seems pretty content with just giving up that space.
Oof.
I thought that was it.
Yeah, iDrop was just like, I am not going to like sit here and take these blocks, take this chip damage, and then be put into a reset situation. No, sir.
Oh no.
Okay.
Need one more
Okay.
for kill.
Okay. I'm surprised he didn't just spend the meter because, oh my god.
Oh.
Oh
CA
my
is no
god.
longer an option. Chip no longer an option.
Time running out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now iDrop has to extend 17 seconds. Oh my god, that's so
11.
tense. Oh!
Oh,
It was like a game
no.
of chicken. Who was gonna blink first?
Series point grand final reset opportunity here for Nightmare. If they can win this round, they will be your Casa grand champion here tonight. And iDrop has had a hell of a night to this point. Needs just a little bit more gas.
Full resources. Okay, activation. Back throw. Oh man. Oh no! That's it! Good games. Wow, amazing.
And that will do it. Nightmare Effect from the loser's side is going to be your grand champion here tonight at the Casa 30th edition. Actually, this is the 31st edition because we had our 30 for 30 last weekend on pre-Halloween. So once again, huge congrats there to Nightmare Effect making that big run. Had actually been knocked down by Sabo in that winners semifinals,
Yes.
and made the run back happen.
Yeah, that was an amazing run. And then had the double jeopardy, the salty run back, and then eliminated Sabo to come back and reclaim the the respect for boxer players, avenging Child's loss in winter semis.
Yeah, we had a lot of them there tonight too. We had so many good matches tonight here. That entire top 8 was insane. Like,
Yeah, that was
every
wild.
single match was insane, and I do like our ghost of Bunch there on this screen, waiting on him to come in and give his final goodbyes and congratulations as he normally does.